Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another movie review for you. This one's brand new. This is a remake. It's on Netflix. It's called All Quiet on the Western Front. All right, guys. This is a war movie. Let me explain the plot.
Okay.
The story follows a young German soldier's terrifying experiences and distress on the Western Front during World War I. Yeah, so what'd you guys think about that movie?
It was well done.
Extremely well done.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hard to say, like, that's good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Uplifting, I would say.
Yeah,
No.
just made you could get all the warms and fuzzies.
Yeah. No, it was dirty. It was raw, grim, graphic, visceral.
Bleak.
Beautiful. Yeah, bleak. Beautifully shot, huh?
Yeah. There's some
Dirty
beautiful,
is like-
beautiful shots.
Amazing.
It kind of contrasts with what it is, though. Dirty, like it's
Yeah.
so
Oh,
like shot so well. It was like so cinematic.
That's true.
It's like
Yeah.
a war movie,
It felt so real.
like snowy and looked really nice.
Muddy, just dirty. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know if the come and see like comparisons would be accurate, but it was pretty dead on.
Very. Yeah. Because if you've seen Come and See, very bleak,
Dark.
very dark, and just it's about one soldier's like fight for survival
Spiral into madness.
and spiral into madness. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what this one was kind of about. This was personally one of my favorite war movies ever made.
This was?
I loved it.
Nice.
So much. I loved it so much. It starts off with some young German soldiers, and they're kind of excited.
Because it starts off like right in the shit and then goes into starts like with the story.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, because that kid is obviously scared right in the beginning. But for a scared kid, he switches to that shovel and attacks pretty seamlessly.
He does.
Like, he looks like he's shitting his pants and then was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to kill this man with the shovel.
It's that fight or flight.
And then it goes to, like, where you were talking about, like, they're scared kids.
The scared kids, yeah, and they're new recruits, and they're kind of like giddy and excited, right?
But, like,
Well, they were excited at school to go to war.
well, yeah,
So it's like, oh, we can just get out of here.
They're forging, like, a permission slip to enlist. I was like, these kids aren't ready.
Right.
Not at all.
And
no.
Like,
And, like, just that scene, I
a
feel like...
couple hours in, they realized
Yeah.
like this is bad news.
I just feel like that that beginning does so well at showing like how naive kids are and were when they're enlisting. Like they think it's going to be something fun and it's not.
They're so naive. Yeah, they're so young and like.
And then when he's like, "Excuse me, this already belongs to somebody because it has a dead dude's name on this jacket."
Yeah.
And the guy just goes, "Oh yeah, it happens all the time. It just didn't fit him." And he rips the name tag off and throws it, and there's a pile of name tags. at
That's
his feet.
crazy. They're just reusing the fabric.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
like
yeah.
one of his first things he had to do when he got there. Was like go collect dog
Yeah.
tags, and he's like just walking through collecting
Yeah,
out
he's getting, like,
Dead
a bag.
bodies, yeah.
Oh, this
Dog
is
tags.
a
And then his
nightmare.
buddy Katz or whatever. Is that how you say his name? Katz? That was it, I believe.
Yeah.
Katz said, "This is every day. This is yeah."
Then that noise that they use like on the score the whole time,
so
gnarly.
cool.
it's so like unnerving and
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. It was awesome sounding. You gonna buy that score?
I don't know, is it out?
You're buying that score.
I mean, just because you want me to doesn't mean it's out. It exists on vinyl.
Yeah.
What's that like alien movie? where they
I
use
feel
it?
like we're gonna get in Ben's
Annihilation.
car.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like similar
I
sound.
feel like we're gonna get in Ben's car and he's just gonna be listening to that noise.
Right. No.
I'd be like, you know what this is?
No, it is brutal and uncompromising though, and it's a harsh look at the realities of war. You know,
Yes, and I feel like that really was how it was.
there's death all around and people starving and just like
And then I get the benefit of like signing up all these like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed dumb kids, but don't you think it would be more beneficial to like actually prepare them?
yeah,
Because like obviously there's strength in numbers, like they just needed bodies.
yeah.
But maybe give them some training because literally it shows them like they enlist, they get their gear, and then they're on the front lines.
They're
like,
in the trenches.
Like,
It was crazy.
What?
Yeah, there was no training.
And then because then the guy's like, "You will most certainly be dead by dawn. You should probably eat something."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they focused on that the line of like it didn't move the whole war like more than like 5 feet.
Yeah.
And they just kept fighting back and forth, died for nothing.
It was a
basically.
stalemate.
Yeah.
The whole time. And then you got the general up in the ivory tower just barking orders, and that guy was your favorite, wasn't he, Joe?
Yeah, there's not too many more unlikable people in any movie I've disliked more than that guy.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote, idiots, war is hell. Like, I don't know why people are always so optimistic and they're like, this is going to be a great experience. Like, it's never different.
No, yeah.
It's always the same. It's always horrible.
It's always just god awful. People, the kids didn't even know why they were fighting in the war. They were just like, they didn't really know why.
Before any like news stuff or internet or anything back then, they didn't know. Like all those wars back then, like that one in like Vietnam, they wasn't like publicized how awful it was. They're just like, oh,
yeah,
we're
but
gonna go and
I just
kill some people.
It's so dumb.
They just thought it was about like brotherhood and
dumb.
banging foreign ladies and like,
fighting for your country. Yeah, but the politicians are the ones calling all the shots, and the soldiers are just the pawns.
Then,
you know?
like,
that's what's tough.
Like in the middle of like all that fighting, it gets to the part where it's just dudes shitting and telling stories and sniffing panties.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's like Revenge of the Nerds, but war.
Right. How down were they when they were all passing around that chick's undergarments and sniffing them? You know what I mean? They were so horned up, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like just one guy just like straight up pieced out when he seen chicks. He's like, I'm going with them. See you later.
Yeah, they're like, what is he doing?
You can't go
and
with
he
them.
just takes their stuff and walks.
I'm going right now.
He's like,
Ladies.
that's great, man.
And then there's some really, honestly, beautiful shots. Like
Amazing.
Oh yeah, great.
The cinematography is incredible,
Yeah,
man.
super
It's
good.
breathtaking, if you will.
And then I was like, it's always a fucking kid. Like how that kid just shows up in the woods and kills like the
Yeah.
hard man.
Yep.
It's always a fucking kid.
Yeah, and Joe, you're right. I did rewatch it, and the kid did not die, so I was wrong there.
Yeah.
It's just like come and see. It was a weird kid in the woods that like. It's always just a little kid.
Yeah. It's
feel
always
like
the innocent one.
At a point, he was just trying to like one up himself with bleakness. Like, how much more brutal can we get to end this movie? It's like, well, that can't happen.
Yeah, then I just wrote
that's
up
happening.
bleak in all caps.
Oh, yeah.
But then Ben watched this and immediately rated it a 4 out of 5. But Terrifier 2 is a bad reflection on society.
All right.
Like you said, this is your favorite war movie.
I said one.
Terrifier 2 makes people look bad. Like this is honestly one of the bleakest films I've ever seen, and you're
It
like,
is.
I love it.
But it did humanize those the German soldiers, though, didn't it?
You were about to say Jews.
The German soldiers, didn't it?
Humanize how, you mean?
I mean, like we connected kind of with them. It made them like human.
Like he's like, I mean, because if they would have just
Their
said,
side.
weren't
like
you
those
rooting
kids,
for them a little bit?
you were like feeling for those
Yeah.
kids.
So
But
I'm
then
saying,
you're taking away that they're Nazis.
yeah.
Like
'Cause
you
in
weren't,
a-
you
in
weren't
a-
thinking of them as evil Nazis. You were thinking of them like as kids in a bad
Yeah,
situation.
in most people's minds, those are Nazis, but like it made them
they
you
were.
root for them.
In
you know?
most wars, it's just humans versus humans. Like
Yeah.
the agenda is mainly like political.
The top.
Yeah, the top people.
Yeah.
Just telling them where to go.
Yes.
And they just eat it up.
I love the 3 different perspectives we seen. We seen the kid, the main kid, and then you got the general, right? And then you got that guy in the train.
Yeah, the grizzled.
who's trying to negotiate the treaty.
Oh, yeah.
That guy was actually good. He was actually seeing.
He was trying.
He knew the reality. He's
And
like,
then like
we're
they were
losing.
all so excited, like yes, it's gonna be over. And then they go, and the guy you're talking about in the tower is
the
like,
general.
no, he's like, never give up. Show him what Germany's about. And he's, like,
Yeah.
trying to give him a pep talk, and they're all just like so defeated.
Yeah, he thought they were They thought he was calling them there
truce.
to end it, and,
And
then
he's
he
like, "Get
said,
back
"Go
out there."
back out
And the
there."
one guy's like, I'm not going. They just shot him.
They shot a bunch of them.
Yeah.
in
Dude,
a line.
the tanks.
Oh,
was
that
so
scene was
crazy, 'cause, like,
insane.
It was like they had never seen anything like it
Oh,
before.
yeah.
And then
What?
when they just ride over the trenches, it
And
was
the
insane.
crush the one dude was so
Yeah,
graphic.
because it like falls into the trench.
Yeah, what would your guys' feelings be if you seen that unknown vehicle coming at you and it's just
I'd jump
I
on
would've
the
shot my-
tracks.
I would've
You're
shot myself in the
that's it.
face.
If they got those.
Because I've always like honestly, if I was in that situation, I would probably ice myself immediately.
100%.
Because even though there is a chance of survival, do I want to survive that? Probably not.
flamethrowers,
Like,
tanks,
Yeah, being
and
flamethrower,
planes.
being flamethrower to death, like because you don't die immediately. You just run around on fire until you suffocate.
right.
Like that's how you die from that is you suffocate because fire eats the oxygen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like so you're just in pain, burning until you can't breathe.
That's probably one of my favorite.
That's my favorite way to somebody die.
One of my favorite war movie sequences of all time. It's so
The
sick.
flamethrower?
Just that whole part when he's when he has to kill that guy, but then he realizes that the guy is like,
Oh yeah,
just
and
another guy, and
he tries to help him.
Yeah, all those roller coaster of emotions is crazy.
He snaps back into like soldier
that's
mode
also
real
a
quick.
thing, like, I
I
feel
gotta
like-
kill him.
Right? Yeah.
Also, I think like this movie and like other movies like will do for people is like people don't realize like because now we're so afar from this.
Numb
Like,
to it almost.
Well, I mean, like
we're numb to violence.
just like
more numb to violence.
and technology and like everything. Like it's not hand to hand combat anymore.
No.
But like every battle turned into hand to hand combat like back then.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that like most of the war was just dudes stabbing dudes.
Personal. It was
Like,
much more
yeah,
personal.
It was like hand combat.
Yeah. But like I said, that scene though, man, he went through like the gamut of emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he put mud in his mouth to make him shut up, and then was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and digs it out.
Yeah, he felt fear, anger, remorse. He was vicious, curious, empathetic, and then he was finally like affectionate
And then
towards him.
and then he said
like
like,
cuddled his dead body,
and he
'cause
was like,
seen he had a family.
he
or
said,
whatever.
yeah, he took it, and he said he was gonna tell his wife that like you died or whatever, because he's like, I promise.
Yeah, he went from stabbing him brutally to that. That was crazy. Just a
There's
wild.
lots of
scene.
movies you can put yourself in a situation. This one I couldn't.
You can't
Like
do it.
Shaw said, I just kill myself.
Except for the shitting, telling stories, sniffing panties, I could get down on that.
That was one of the few happy moments in the movie. That and the stealing goose and the singing scene. That was the happiest moment in the movie.
They still kind of do that shit.
yeah.
I have a friend who like did Army Ranger training, and they stole a pig from a farm.
Did they? They eat it?
Yeah.
Wow. It was awesome though. Like you guys know what the juxtaposition means, like the kind of like contrast.
Yeah.
Like the juxtaposition from the guy up in the tower in his office, and then
Yes.
like to the battlefield, how it cuts is so extreme. You know,
Yeah.
it makes you think like, wow, these people aren't
They
experiencing
even like
the same thing.
kind of overly do it, but I mean that's how it was. But
Damn.
like they show them eating like fine meal and like throwing it away. Like I don't need this.
Yeah,
and then they're eating
and
like
there's-
pretty much mud and
And what's
Like
it?
starving.
Turnip bread.
yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's turnip bread? I put
Not
that in my
something I
notes.
wanna eat. Not something I wanna
put that
eat.
in my notes. We got to get some turnip bread.
Not something I want to eat. No,
That's going to be one of the videos. We're going to try turnip bread.
just Google it. It probably says "do not eat."
How about that man's body in the tree?
Maybe
Was
it
it
was
got blown up,
Eh?
and it was hanging like a piece of
Well,
it?
and one of them just could see it, and he goes, "Yeah, he's been there a long time."
That was wild, man. And then Germany, they said, was suffering 40,000 plus deaths a week alone.
Yeah.
That is a lot, man.
It's like just reminded me of like South Park when they just throw waves of people in death.
Right. Just throw death in it. One of the sadder scenes, there was a lot of sad scenes, but when that Katz guy got that letter from his wife, and then that's when we learned that his son is dead.
Yeah.
That was very sad.
Yeah, they just one up the bleak over and over.
They did, man. It was so...
You're sad? Oh, enjoy this then.
You ain't sad yet. It's just an awesome movie. One of the most impressive war movies I've ever seen in my life. I mean, if I'm ranking war movies, okay?
Okay.
No particular order. We got the top 7 or 8. We got Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down, this, Apocalypse Now. What else?
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket, Dunkirk. I'd put up there, and then you got maybe Deer Hunter. There's so many good ones. I mean,
Yeah.
but this one's definitely up there. This one's got to be up there. But anything?
They all have a different feel.
Yeah, for sure.
They all cover different.
It just feels. It
times
makes you
and-
feel dirty.
Yeah, it's just tough.
Do you guys want to?
But Ben might have turned me around on this because he's like, we were feeling for them. No, fuck them. Nazis. Let them burn. No, it's a happy tale.
We were feeling for him, man.
Not anymore. You really turned the corner for me.
I mean, we were Nazis.
Now
but,
I watch it, like-
before they were Nazis.
Now
you
I
know?
watch it. I'm eating popcorn. I'm like, yeah, get that motherfucker.
I don't think those kids were Nazis. They were just kids going to school.
Exactly. Yeah, they weren't Nazis until later.
They had
you know?
no agenda.
They evolved into Nazis.
The ones that survived were the Nazis.
By then, we liked them. So.
Right. But we didn't know. Like at the end, we were following like a young German soldier who was like the last one to die before the peace treaty took effect. That was crazy. He got stabbed, right, and then that dude just ran. That dude was business. That guy that killed him, he was, and he's out the
Was
stairs.
business.
He's out. You know,
Well, he had like 30 seconds to the treaty, so he was like, stab, go. Do it again. I'm
that
free.
dude earned his pay, man.
Oh, for sure.
But oh, you guys want to get to scores, or you guys want to add anything else? What do you think? You guys want to get to score?
Sure.
I just thought the ending was just rude from the director.
To kill him?
Because that's not how, like, I think it's made from a book. That's not how the book ends or whatever.
Yeah, it is a
Different.
book, and then
Yeah.
it's also been a movie before.
Yeah. He just added that. He's like, you were gonna make you one last time. We're just gonna punish you.
They didn't die in the book or other movie?
I don't know how it ended. It ended different, but he didn't.
Not that
He
Bleach?
didn't go back into the. They didn't send him back into the battle.
Oh.
I think that's once the treaty was signed, it was over.
Oh,
Like,
shoot. Dang, yeah, that was just mean by him, huh?
yeah.
All right, let's get to score, though.
Okay.
All right, I gave it a 9.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I was 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5.
Nice. Okay, and then see it ASAP, see it whenever, or skip it.
If you can stomach war movies, see it ASAP.
Yeah, it's a great, tough watch.
And it's on Netflix, so it's free for almost all people.
It's just so impressly done
Not
on
free,
all,
but you know what I mean.
on all fronts. No pun intended. But I'd say watch it ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like pun was intended.
watch,
You only say that when it's intended.
watch it ASAP. All right, guys, we got the quote game for you. Shaw's got
Don't
a movie
look
quote.
at
We got to guess it. What do you got, Shaw?
Scarface.
Look. She locked away a secret deep inside herself, something she once knew to be true but chose to forget.
Huh. Well, I ain't getting this one.
Nope. Jaws.
It's something you've both talked about.
Really? Oh, it could be anything. I mean, we talked about so many movies.
It's.
Is it
I feel like you both like it a lot.
Really? Give me. Can I ask you a question? Just a small hint.
Sure.
Is it a female protagonist?
Sounds like it.
No.
Is it a female antagonist?
I mean, technically, yes.
Oh, that's a strange answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I can give you.
No, you're not gonna give me more.
Wait. I think I got it. Alien?
No.
Alien 2.
Aliens.
No.
Elvis
Nothing
Predator.
to do with aliens.
Dang. Wait. Is that okay? What is it?
Inception.
Lock something away, something deep inside.
I couldn't have been further from getting that.
Same.
That's your boy.
Leo?
Yeah. That's your boy.
He's not my boy. I'm kidding. I love him. Yeah.
Ben now hates him because he got one wrong.
Yeah, no, good one though. I've never seen it. No, but all right, that's a good one. All right, guys, that's our review for All Quiet on the Western Front. That is such a great war movie. Check that out ASAP. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.